Okay, so day number 2, talking about my experiences with otherworldly beings, whether spirit or multidimensional or intergalactic or whatever. When I was 5, my mom, my stepdad, my stepbrother, and I moved into a townhome. And when we went to go see this townhome, there was a dead baby bird that had fallen onto the porch. It was like a cement block that was the porch. And there was like no trees around. And it was very disturbing, and it really upset me because I love animals and I always have. And so it really freaked me out. And my mom and stepdad decided to rent this place. And it had a really weird vibe to it. And through coming across my stepfather again a few years back, he was telling me how there was a pentagram drawn in the basement and they just covered it with boxes. That's where my stepbrother and I used to play, and it was really creepy down there. But anyway, it must have been upside down. Anyhow, we came across a stack of games, of board games down there, and one of them was a Ouija board. We thought it was a game. And so we played it. And then after that, all hell broke loose. And I was the target, being the youngest in the house and very, very in tune with things. I would get chased up the stairs by things that weren't there. Like, you could hear the loud steps running up the stairs behind me. Every night there would be this weird red light that would go around my room, and I kept telling my stepdad and my mom, and my stepdad was such a narcissist. He didn't believe me, and he said I was just making up shit. Until one night I was screaming bloody murder, and they came in and they saw it. But there was a lot of really weird, creepy shit that happened in there, and I believe that there was like a poltergeist or some sort of demonic presence in there, because one time I was really, really, really sick the majority of the time that we were there. And one time I stayed home and my mom was watching me, and we were cuddled up in our bed, and I was feeling so yucky. And then all of a sudden we heard like all these loud noises right below us. Their bedroom was right above the kitchen. And so my mom and I went running downstairs. We were the only ones home. My stepdad was at work. My stepbrother was at his mom's. The entire kitchen was gutted. Every piece of silverware, every cupboard, the chairs, the table, it was like something out of one of those movies. But it was real. The fridge was open. Like, everything was completely torn apart. Everything was completely torn apart. And it was just like this really loud noise. And then, like, you could hear like plates and stuff go flying everywhere, and silverware and everything. And it terrified me. It absolutely terrified me. I guess my mom and my stepdad had a priest come out and try to bless this house and try to get rid of whatever was in there, and it would not go away. And it was basically fucking with me all day long, every day that I was there. And right before we moved in, I guess my stepdad said to my mom, when they had already put the down payment on, the day before we were supposed to move in, he said to her, "We shouldn't move in there. There's something really bad. We should not move in there." And my mom says to this day she still beats herself up for not listening to him, because we never should have moved into that place. And that's when I learned that Ouija boards are not a good time, and I will never touch one again.